Earlier today, I came across this article by Bleacher Report titled Hypothetical Trades Packers Must Consider in 2023 NFL Offseason. So I want to go through and give my thoughts on these trades. I thought it was somewhat of an interesting article, and so I want to just discuss it just for fun. So this is written by Alex Ballantyne. So starting off, the Green Bay Packers had one of the most interesting off seasons in 2022, and unless there's a drastic turnaround over the final 4 weeks of the season, fingers crossed, they're going to be fascinating again in 2023. This is true. So first off, the first idea here, trade away Aaron Rodgers. Packers receive Jets. So trade with the Jets. Jets 2023 first round pick, 2023 third round pick, and 2024 second round pick. New York Jets receive Aaron Rodgers. That would be interesting considering, Brett Favre went to the Jets after the Packers. So that is what Alex seems to be suggesting. The trade market for veteran quarterbacks is going to be hard to gauge given what we saw in 2022 when Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, and Russell Wilson were all involved in trades that commanded wide-ranging costs for the team acquiring them. So I think when you look at this idea, first off, just the idea of trading away Aaron Rodgers, I have said in the past that I sort of feel like it's more likely the Packers trade Rodgers than Love this offseason, and maybe I'm completely mistaken, but just from Rodgers' comment about there has to be mutual interest, part of me wondered if he thought Gutekunst doesn't want Rodgers back, even though he said that. Who knows? But I think when you look at the Packers, I really just feel like Brian Gutekunst, with him trading up to draft Jordan Love, I really feel like Gutekunst doesn't want to see Jordan Love get traded somewhere else, and I feel like if Love was traded, it would only be because Brian Gutekunst doesn't fully believe in Love in the future. But I think to trade away Aaron Rodgers, if he wanted to go, I guess it could work. Honestly, I think we would get more in return than this. Maybe 2 first-round picks. He is up there in age, but still, I think he's Aaron Rodgers. I think a team would be willing to do that. I think we would get more than this. But that would be interesting, I guess. The Jets with Zach Wilson, they're suggesting Rodgers as an upgrade. That would obviously be a big upgrade over there. The second one, trade away Jordan Love. So basically just the opposite thing. Green Bay Packers receive Colts 2023 third-round pick. Colts receive Jordan Love. Now, I think if Love was to be traded, I do not think it should be for a third-round pick. I think at minimum second, possibly a first-round pick. I think Jordan Love has taken lots of strides forward. He's had 3 years under Aaron Rodgers, and I think to give him away for a third-round pick would be silly. At that point, it's much better to just keep Jordan Love. I would even almost be hesitant to give a second-round pick because I really think that Jordan Love has lots of potential. I think he has an insanely high ceiling. And I think if the Packers were to trade Love away for just a second-round pick, maybe even a first, in like 5 years, it could look really dumb. And honestly, I want to see Love play with the Packers in the future. I am torn because I love Aaron Rodgers. I want to see him here as well. So I don't know what's going to happen there. But I think trading with the Colts for a third-round pick, not the best idea. If anything, I think we need a first-round pick for Jordan Love, considering what we saw with him against the Eagles and sort of how he's progressed so far. Now let's look at the final idea here. Trade for tight end Albert Okwuegbunam. I'm not very good at saying that guy's name. But here they say Green Bay Packers receive tight end Albert O. Denver Broncos receive 2023 fifth-round pick. When we look at the Packers tight end situation, Robert Tonyan I have here is going to be a free agent after this year. The Packers will have to decide if they want to bring him back. This season, he currently has 45 receptions, 372 yards, 1 touchdown. He hasn't quite gotten back to his level before his ACL tear, in 2021. His best year, 2020, had 52 receptions, 586 yards, 11 touchdowns, which was like tied for the best in the league. And since then, he hasn't been quite as productive. His most productive game here this season, as you can see, Week 6 against the Jets, 10 receptions, 90 yards. Outside of that, pretty quiet in the receiving game. Run blocking grade, 59.5, not amazing. Pass blocking grade, not amazing as well. So I'm curious to see what the Packers will do at tight end. Trading for a tight end could be a possibility. Packers could draft a tight end. Honestly, I'm not super familiar with Albert O, we'll call him. But they say here the 24-year-old entered the league in 2020 with an elite athletic profile and a lot of potential as a receiving tight end. In 2021, he showcased some of that potential while catching 33 of his 40 targets for 330 yards and 2 touchdowns. The expected 2022 breakout has fallen flat, though, with Wilson at the helm. The Missouri product has seen just 11 targets all year and has been bypassed by rookie Greg Dulcich. He's on my fantasy team. I should know his name better. Yeah, I don't know if we should trade for him. Honestly, I hadn't really known too much about him. He doesn't seem to have been very productive on the Broncos offense, and Dulcich seems to have surpassed him. So I don't know if that's the best idea for the Packers. Honestly, even if it's just a 5th-round pick, we may be better off using that 5th-round pick. But who knows? I honestly haven't really dug deep into research on Albert O, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll change my mind if I do that. But anyways, I wanted to come through, read that article just because I thought it was somewhat interesting. So I thought I would share my thoughts on that. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you would like to read my Packers newsletter I sent out today, I did a Packers Q&A. You can click the link down below and check that out. But thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.